Well, guys, Fire Force Season 3, Episode 5 is finally out. And let me tell you guys, Arthur fans, you are eating good this episode. You have exactly what you want. Now, this image already feels like spoilers, so if you clicked on this video, you shouldn't have, because this is literally already kind of feeling like spoilers to me. So if you're not watching the series yet, click off the video. But no, this episode was huge for Arthur fans. We already had like this fear. Obi, he's gonna turn infernal. Oh no. Obi, no. No, they put the bug in Obi. That's where we ended off last episode. And it crawled up, and it looked like it went straight into his skin. There's no saving him now, and he made this face. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine because he's muscular. He's muscular enough that in this moment of absolute fear for his life, he broke solid metal chains with nothing but his muscles. So yeah, this guy is in no danger at all. He is the threat. Actually, this evangelist worshiper here, one of the white clad, is literally unable to even look at him. They end up falling over. I have no idea what gender this guy is. I think it's a dude. But he falls over just at the mere thought of someone having the kind of muscles that this guy has. And the bugs can't bite through because his skin and muscles are so hard. They can't deliver the infernalization thing. At this point, if Obi turns infernal, I honestly think it'll be the biggest plot twist of the century. Because they've basically made it to where I don't think he'll be infernal. Like, there's no way they pull this, and then they go double back, and are all like, actually, no, he does turn infernal. It's like, why not just make him infernal in the first place? This is obviously like a last-ditch effort to save him, because the plot demanded that we save him, and realistically, the White Clad should have just put the bug in him and not waited. And the author knew that, so he was all like, oh, well, my enemies aren't stupid, so they're going to put the bug on him now. But my heroes are stupid. They're strong enough. They're stupid strong. They can't be bitten by the bugs because they're too powerful. That's essentially what I'm getting out of this, is he's not going to be bitten by the bug. He's going to keep on flexing and maybe be saved in just the nick of time, or maybe he'll complain like it was the nick of time, but it ends up not being the nick of time, and he could have actually gone all day just muscular. Just, rah, 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 I'm big strong man. And we definitely remember now why Captain Obi is the leader of Fire Force 5. Fire Force Company 8. Fire Force 5. Episode 5. I'm on episode 5. 5 is on my head today. And of course we got the entire crew cheering him on for just a moment. Before we get into the Arthur goods, we're eating good, Arthur fans, I'm telling you. Right after these guys, because honestly I was not expecting these two to pitch into the cheering because they're not muscular. These guys, I get it. They all have muscles. They're all bodybuilders of some way, type, form, shape. We even got Arthur saying something like, you look good. And then we get these two, you're a new breed of human. And then she prays and is all like, may God bless your muscles. It's funny. Very funny. And then we get the dragon. He's Dragon. His name is Dragon. You know what's happening. You know why this is an Arthur episode. Arthur says, so this is where you've been, Dragon. Oh my gosh. Can I just say, images that go hard? This one. This image, this is going on somebody's like desktop background. I guarantee it. Somebody's desktop background is going to be this with like the particle effects on this Excalibur sword. There's no way this doesn't end up on a desktop background, because this was an epic scene. Arthur fans, this is your full meal ticket. You are full for the rest of the season. I don't think Arthur's getting a solo episode like this again, where he basically does 90% of the fighting in the show at this very point. He already had last episode where he came in and was all like, I'm the savior. I beat the next guy easily. You guys are struggling. I just whipped out my sword and whacked him. He's gone. Now you got this with the dragon fight. And these guys are all like, whoa, this dragon guy? He's actually pretty much invulnerable. We can't hit him because Vice Captain here was shooting him, but it was like no damage was being done. So he's freaking out. Like, it looks like Arthur's taking more damage than he's doing, and I can't do any damage either. So what are we going to do here? Because I don't think we can fight this guy. And they were right. But first we have to talk about doppelgangers. Doppelgangers. I love how they say it in the show. Maybe that's racist to say it that way, but they say it in a really cool way. And I can't mock them for it because they're Japanese and it's not a Japanese word. Even though I say doppelgangers and it's not an English word, but I guess it's German. So it's closer to something I should know. Anyway, weird doppelganger tangent over. So these guys are starting to figure out kind of what a doppelganger might be. And we actually get a brief moment with, I believe, the captain of the third. And she's saying something like, oh, well, this orphanage I grew up in, which was a doppelganger research facility, basically. Well, turns out doppelgangers might be infernals that are basically you, but from the infernal homeworld, which is the Link place. So essentially, they're starting to think that you all have a version of yourself that is an infernal that wants to kill you and take your place. That's their theory right now. And it looks like Dragon might actually be the combination of his human self and his infernal self. That's what the plot seems to be leading up to, where he seems to have combined his dragon, both his infernal self and his human self, to become Dragon. And of course, at this point, he actually does beat up Arthur, and Arthur's on the ground, and I'm starting to think, how are they going to win this? And then Dragon unleashes his final attack. People equals dust. So nothing before him can stop his advance, and everything behind him is nothing but ash. That's a hard quote, by the way. Oh, this episode came out with some really good quotes. Like last episode, we had stuff like "cha-ching," and that was like one of the best quotes of last episode. Now we're getting "nothing can stop my advance, and everything behind me is dust." That's so much harder than "cha-ching." Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with this episode. But it's leaving a lot of questions that I need answered. And that includes how they're going to deal with Dragon, and how they're going to deal with Voltage Nova. Because the first captain of the first division, he has not been going easy on Shinra and Joker. And Shinra and Joker have barely been able to move this guy. While they were fighting, I'm starting to think, oh, they don't have to stop the captain. They just have to get around him. So now that they've basically knocked him down a level, I was thinking, oh, they've won. They can get to Captain Obi now. But I'm not so sure now that he's going Voltage Nova. I really hope that this is another one of those oops gag endings, gag cliffhangers where it's I'm going Voltage Nova, and then he comes out and Shinra and Obi and Joker, they're all gone, and Dragon like blinks a second and then all of Company 8 is gone. That's kind of what I'm hoping is going to happen. Anyway, what do you guys think is going to happen? Leave your answers down in the comments. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you like my content. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Until next time, have a blessed day. And while you're here, go ahead and check out this video to see what you might have missed.